time, baby. Double up champ back with another video. Last week, man, kind of a snoozer. The card wasn't terrible, but man, it was hard to make money off of it. Ultimately, Jalen Turner, first round knockout, saved um saved all the parlays from flopping. We had Alvarez in there. He came out looking stiff as a board. And there's just so many landmines and chalky favorites. Like I told y'all to fade Mansour Abdul Malik, man, I was calling he was fraudulent, and he gets put out. Like I said, two biggest underdogs on that card won, so it was a tough card to bet, man. But we're gonna bounce back this week. Bunch of good scraps, a lot better lines this week. So without further ado, man, first fight of the night. All right, kicking off the main card, we got Anthony Witt versus Chapman. Um, this one odds speak for themselves. We got a -1,000. Anthony Witt, man, he's been active. He just won his contender series fight. Dude's an absolute unit. Um, his last fight was just August 11th, so we're talking from the time of recording, just over 10 days, just under 2 weeks, man. He's getting active. He's scrapping. He got his contract and he's ready to go, man. I could see went putting him out in the first round. I don't think Chapman is all that great, and I see a clear path to victory with the hands. I see Terrence Chapman holding over, man. He's a blobby heavyweight, and then you see Anthony Witt, dude, stacked to the gills, shredded. So we ain't gonna spend too much time on this. Give me Anthony Witt by knockout. All right, man. Moving on, we got Carly Judiz versus Jessela Chavez. Again, I know I just talked about how this card ain't got a bunch of chalk on it, man. I guess I was referring to the prelims, but it's all good. There's money to be made on this card. We ain't gonna spend too much time on this. If you're 7-0 and plus 380, it's a clear indication that your competition level has not been there. And I think Carly Judiz, the odds speak for themselves, man. I think she's gonna come out, dominate, user boxing, man. I think she puts the pause on Chavez. I'm gonna predict um that Chavez survives and like puts out a gutsy effort, man. I don't think she gets put out by the hands of Carly Judiz. Calling for a female knockout is kind of crazy. They've been getting it done lately, but I know the odds are wide, and you might be leaning towards like a knockout. But I think Chavez, she's gonna grit down, and she'll be firing back. But I just don't think she has the skills to deal with Carly Judiz on the feet. So give me Carly by decision, man. All right, man. Moving on. This absolute fucking banger. We got Markel Maderos versus Mason Jones, man. And from a betting standpoint, you cannot go wrong betting Mason Jones. That man will fight for your money every single time he's on the card, man. You have watched any of Mason Jones' fights. He overcomes adversity. The dude is a gamer. He is just so gritty. He can take a shot. He's got a chin, man. The list goes on. I think Mason Jones gets this one done by decision. I think this fight will be a lot like his other fights where he's got to overcome adversity at the beginning, and I could see Merkel um, looking good first round and Mason Jones kind of struggling a little bit. But I think as the fight goes on, his grit and tenacity to just keep moving forward and be in Merkel's face, I think he's going to break him. And I don't see a finish happening here. I think Medeiros is going to be doing a lot of moving backwards and running around the cage, man. I think Mason Jones. Um, Yeah, man. I think he got this one in the bag. -260. Regardless, win or loss, Mason Jones is a good bet, man. So give me Mason Jones by decision. Let's get it, baby. We got DeRitter versus Delete. This is what I'm talking about. This is low key. making the card better than last week's. I know we had Islam and Ian, but other than that, man, the name value on that was weak. And I think this week, just way better scraps and way closer fights, man. But ultimately, I'm going to Ritter in this fight. I think he's a lock here. Both of them moving up in weight. I think that's been a problem for the Ritter. He's a big motherfucker, and I think him moving up in weight definitely does his gas tank good, and just his overall 15 minutes of fighting. I think he's gonna be more there. Uh, Delete say he's fallen off to me, man. 38 years old, pushing 40. He has not looked good in those last few fights. Against CLD, he's pulling guard and laying on his back, man. Anthony Hernandez dragging him across the cage. Like, I know these are high level opponents, but I think when it comes down to the ground game between these two, I think the Ritter's going to stand his base well. I think he's going to be using his trips, and I don't see Roman really having too much success in this fight. I think he's getting beat up in the clinch. I think the Ritter using his length and sticking him with the jab, man. I think Delite is going to have his hands full. Um, I'm kind of leaning submission. I think he could walk down Delite, but um, the way I see this fight playing out, I think the Ritter plays it safe, gets his first um, dub, moving up in weight classes. So give me the Ritter by decision. All right, baby, we made it. Co-main event. We got some heavyweights going at it. We got Sergey Spivak versus Vitor Petrino. And I'm seeing the Spivak love all week, man. People calling him the lock, calling him the dog pick of the week. I figured he'd be pretty popular. It's one of those, got the experience. And we got Vitor Petrino that if you look through his record, he has some losses that kind of stand out as a little fraudulent. But man, if you watch any tape on Vitor Petrino, I think he's coming into his own at heavyweight, man. He is so athletic and fast and rips 4 or 5 punch combinations, man. I think that's a perfect recipe to break Spivak. I think dealing with an athletic, explosive guy like Petrino, he's not gonna know how to deal with that. And just him being just a little bigger and not as athletic, man. I think it's gonna overwhelm him. And I could see Spivak getting put out, man. Put out late, like second or third round. I just don't think he has that grit, and I just I can't back him. Like, I see the control and everything that he possesses, and he has underrated boxing, but I just think a couple exchanges between these two and Spivak's any chance he gets hurt in this fight, I could see him crumbling and seceding to the barrage of punches coming from Vitor, man. So give me Vitor Petrino. I'm leaning second or third round knockout. I think he rakes Spivak. So yeah, man, co-main event, Vitor Petrino by knockout. All right, baby, main event. We got Fluffy Hernandez versus Gregory RoboCop Rodriguez. Such a good scrap, man. Definitely gonna be throwing hands in this one. Throwing down. I'm excited to watch this fight as a fan. But man, I think Hernandez bounces back here and drags him through deep waters. I know Hernandez's game kind of got halted against Strickland, but in hindsight, man, Strickland was a nightmare matchup for him and stuffing the takedowns and keeping him on the feet and teeping and jabbing. Hindsight, that was really bad matchup for Fluffy, and Strickland went on to beat Hamzat, so not a bad loss at all, man. Fluffy, he's never has the best physique. I know RoboCop looks like a freak, um, but man, I just see Fluffy getting his game going against RoboCop. I've seen RoboCop's fade in way too many fights. He starts off strong. I could definitely see him hurting Anthony Smith, Anthony Hernandez in the first round, wobbling him, sticking him to the body. Maybe I feel like G Rod is gonna have that or Gregory Rodrigues will have that game plan to like work the body and stuff, but I don't think if he doesn't get him out of there in the first round, I think Fluffy is going to pile on his onslaught and break Gregory Rodrigues. I know he's been talking about being more patient in his fights, but we're talking 5 rounds, and I don't think RoboCop can fight for 25 minutes. And I think, with that being said, if he don't put out Fluffy in the first, the bets are looking good, man. First or second, he's still live second, I guess. But yeah, man, if you're watching that fight and it hits third round and you got a Fluffy ticket, start celebrating, man, because I think he gets it done late. I think you've seen countless examples of RoboCop fading late in fights. So, and that is like Anthony Hernandez's bread and butter. So give me Anthony Hernandez. Ultimately, I'm gonna go by knockout. I think he ground and pounds him out probably in the third round. I imagine. Um, yeah, man, Fluffy by knockout. Let's get it. All right, man. Thanks for watching. Main card predictions this week. Like and subscribe, man. Share with a friend and turn on the post notifications. This week we're doing things a little different. I got the Reddit ban, so we're just gonna make a YouTube post on here for double ups play of the week, man. Um, we're locking something in plus money every week. Getting to the cake, doubling up, man. So like, subscribe, share with a friend. Let's get this money. Peace.